you think about the experience of a Black woman in today's healthcare systems, especially around pregnancy, what are your feelings and thoughts? What are some of the first feelings and thoughts that come to mind?
Sadness,
Mhm.
scariness.
But to see these numbers is alarming. And it says in 2023, Black women in the US died from pregnancy related causes at 50.3 per 100,000 births in any racial group.
I will
So,
see where we did have some, unfortunately, that would pass away. You will have a baby that no longer have a mom, or I will have a mom that no longer have a baby. And so I started doing my research is the whys.
so if you could reimagine what maternal health care would look like, if you were able to do that, what would that be for you?
It will be when the woman comes in and she's pregnant, and she's so excited to find out she's pregnant. And she comes in for her very first appointment,
Mhm.
that a connection is made, that we do not have 15 minutes per patient in the office because the connection sometimes cannot be made right away.
Mhm.
So it will be connection is made. And at that particular appointment, you can discuss what the expectations are for the next 9 months, which is a
Mhm.
lot. So you can't share everything.
Right.
But we can say, first trimester, this is what is expected. These are some of the things you're going to feel. These are some of the things that you have to look out for.
Mhm.
This is what a miscarriage is. I do not want to share that with you because you're so excited, but I have it written down so you can know what to look out for.
Mhm.
Or when you feel something is not right,
Mhm.
I need you to call the office. So if I
Mhm.
go back, it is connection. Have a plan for every 3 months that
Mhm.
they are educated about, know what to expect, and
Mhm.
then know what is not right or what are signs and symptoms to look out for.
Mhm.
And then also have where we can have a doula, or we can have someone can be they some people call them birth workers, but
Mhm.
they also can be the one that's on the medical team to help that mom when she's home,
Mhm.
when she worked her 12-hour shifts, or she worked at Walmart, her feet are swollen, she gets home and she's like, well, this is normal. But when you get past 20 weeks, 25 weeks, and you start your feet swollen, okay, we know you're on your feet, but if your hands start swelling, you have
Mhm.
some blurred vision, you have different things, we need to check your blood pressure.
Right.
So it will be going back to the basics, education, taking the time to get to know the patient, know what she wants, and try to incorporate it throughout her care. And then when she get to the hospital, when she arrive, they know she's on her way.
Mhm.
And they, oh, we've been expecting you. We've been waiting for you. Have that connection so it's not so foreign. Have someone downstairs to walk them up when they call the office and I haven't felt the baby move.
Mhm.
Okay, that's an emergency. I need you to go to triage. This is the address. This is what floor you need to go to. But call the desk. Let the labor and delivery know she's coming, which they
Mhm.
will. But can
Mhm.
we have someone to meet her downstairs and walk her through? That's the most scariest walk
Wow.
because the unknown is there.
Yes. Mhm.
So after delivery, if someone is by themselves, which majority of the time you do have a lot that come by themselves, they're coming from work or they're driving from work and the water breaks. So now they're pulling over into the hospital. Families at work, or family is a truck driver and they won't be here for another
Mhm.
12, 13, 14 hours. Can she not be by herself?
Mhm.
That's the idea. That's getting back to community. That is, if we can hope and imagine, that would be something I would love to
Yeah.
have.
That's healthcare. That's the care in the health part of it.
Yes.
So I want to talk about your book, You Will Live.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, because that, I mean, so we've talked about all of these things. You've shared with us what your vision and if you could, imagine or reimagine what this looks like. You've also written this book and tell us like the purpose, what's in it, and where we can find it. Like, I want to know all the things because I want to share this and I want everybody to, gift it part of a baby shower. I want all the things, but tell me about your book.
Yeah, so my baby, you will
Yes,
live.
yes,
Woo!
yes, yes,
My baby, though. It is. It's my baby.
yes.
So you would live 7 strategies to thrive and be well.
Hmm.
That's the problem. That's the main thing. Be well.
Be well.
Yes. And
Okay.
so it's during birth and beyond. But this is my baby. So the book is actually geared towards the mom, her
Okay.
spouse, her partner, her husband, and the caregivers.
Hmm.
And whoever's going to be in that house when she get home. So I
Hmm.
share a quick story with you. A mom and dad have a baby.
Hmm.
Everything goes great during delivery. At in the hospital going great. And of course, you're tired. They're giving all the information and paperwork, and the nurses are teaching. They have it, they written down. They say they understand. They take their new baby home. Well, dad doesn't have paternity leave. So he called out for 2 or 3 days. And after that, he needs to go to work. So he goes to work, and his mother comes, and dad, they come over to take care of the baby to help her. For 2 to 3 days, she talks about she have a headache, it won't go away. And so grandma's like, okay, I'll take care of the baby. Third day, I have a headache and it just won't go away, but I slept better last night. I feel better. On day 4 of complaining of a headache that won't go away, grandma says, give me this baby. I will do everything. You go take a nap. 2.5 hours later, grandma calls her name. She doesn't answer. Give the baby to granddad. They put the baby down. She goes in to check on her. But mom is non-responsive. She's unresponsive. And grandma freaks out. And they call 911 and they call the dad, meet them, and they at the hospital. Mom doesn't make it. And that is the one thing that grandma says, if I known, if I this, if I that, we can't play Monday morning, but that is so hard for her, right? The main thing that mom said that really hurt is I have a headache that won't go away.
Hmm.
Grandma's old school. They're 38. So her baby is 38 years old. 38 years old last, from now. When she had a baby, they didn't talk about preeclampsia. If
Oh.
someone would pass away, they say, oh, they passed away from natural causes or from birth.
Hmm.
But the young lady passed away. She had the classic signs and symptoms of preeclampsia, and she passed away from it. Dad go to his paper. He's like, "Oh my gosh, it's here." But we know they all sleepy, tired, sleep deprived. They received the information, but it didn't stand out to them. But grandma and granddad, who's caring for them, had no idea. So if they would have known, they came home and shared some of the information, that's one thing that could have been another eye, another caregiver, another family member that could have caught this earlier. So my book is actually very easily to be read. It's for the mom, the spouse, and the caregiver, whoever's going to be home when you get home, or whoever's going to be in that labor room so they
Hmm.
can know. So it talks about as you prepare for the baby, don't forget to prepare for yourself.
Self. Right.
And that's what we forget. We have the lavish baby showers. We have all of the nice baby showers. They have everything. I went to a baby shower recently, and it was the gift. I made a postpartum basket and
Hmm.
with the book. And they did all of their gifts first for the baby. Everybody's so happy. At the end, I came up, they was like, it's your turn. So I came up on the side, so excited. And I was like, so I just want to share with you. So I introduced myself, told him who I was, and said, Mom, I have a gift for you. And this gift is for you and for everyone else in this room. So I shared with them, who is mom's family? Oh, they raised their hand. Who is dad's family? Me. Who's the grandparents? Me. Who's the best friend? And I said, great. And everybody's here because you love them and you love that baby.
Hmm.
But what I need you to do is make sure you learn signs and symptoms, what to look out for. So whoever's going to be in there delivering with dad, because he's going to fall asleep, he has to get a little bit of rest. Whoever's going to be home, I need you to come up here. I said, this book is for you too. And one, because he bought 3 books. And so they have one, and then the other, we have 2 more books. And the goal was, I want you to learn everything in this book. In the book is also interactive reflective questions that you can ask the doctor. So it also have where you can write your thoughts. So they talk about preeclampsia, you have signs and symptoms. You also can have hemorrhage. If
Hmm.
you're home and you start soaking your peri pad, maternity pad, one more than one pad in an hour, you're hemorrhaging. Put that baby to the breast. That clamp baby breastfeeding clamps on
So
the
the
uterus that
hmm
will slow down the bleeding while someone's calling 911 or calling that doctor's office. I'm unsure. You need to go to the hospital.
hmm
So that goes along with my story before. Grandma, if grandma would have knew something, she would have said back, she said, back in the day, we didn't do this.
Right,
But now I know.
right.
I want you to be responsible for this. I want you to who work with her when she goes back to work and she still say, "Oh gosh," because she said she had 6 weeks off, and
Hmm.
they were trying to see if they can give her more time. So still, preeclampsia can last up to 12 weeks after delivery.
Oh, wow.
Baby can be 3 months old, and
Wow.
preeclampsia with high blood pressure can still occur. So I told her friends from work, coworkers, I need you to listen out.
Hmm.
These are the things I had little pay. This is what I need you to listen out for. This is what I need you to listen out. So at that
Absolutely.
baby shower, we were able to bring them back. We all love the baby. You're so excited. But also, I need that dad to have both baby and mom.
Yes.
I need that mom to have a baby, and I need
Yes.
that baby to have a
Have a
mom.
mom. That's right. That's
And so
right.
I'm just waiting. The baby is due, I think, like November 9th. So I'm so excited. I'm just waiting. Yes,
Well,
that's what it's about.
that, what a beautiful story and what a beautiful gift that you are doing. And the facilitator in me is just bubbling because I'm like, you made that a teachable moment.
Yes.
And I think that that should be a part of like every single baby shower because it's all about the baby and clothes that the baby will probably never get into because there's so many clothes and it's the cookies and the colors and the reveal and it's never about the mom. And the
Nope.
mother is the one who is bringing life into this world. It's the pictures, it's the photos, but it's, the baby comes home. And I remember when my son was born and, his dad and we were together for 2 weeks and he had to go back to work. And my mother lived in Tampa at the time, bless her heart, and she had been with us for about a week or so, and she needed to get back home. And so at the end of the 2 weeks, they both left at the same time.
And
And
anxiety kicked in.
and I was not,
Yeah.
and I had it wasn't the postpartum. I didn't have like the sickness. I had the other thing where I was just crying and I didn't know what to do, and the baby was crying and the formula wasn't the right one, and it was a lot. And I was like, I am in postpartum, and it takes mentally, it's a mental and a physical that
Yes.
you have, and you could have both, or you could have one or the other and it's all the sleep deprived. It's the you're responsible for a human, and so even it's the mental pieces. So you may be healthy or you've been healing well, but it's also those mental things that people have to be aware of and help them recognize
And
what's
that's
going on.
what's in my book too. It talks a little bit about postpartum.
Hmm.
I'm not a little, but the postpartum mood anxiety.
Yes.
Blues is okay for the first week, 2 weeks. It's okay to cry a little bit
Okay.
because we're going to cry because you have all the emotions and you
Yes.
have hormones.
Yes.
And in delivery, all your hormones comes out
Right.
and then they follow back up. And that's okay. It's when it goes beyond the 2 weeks, the
Hmm.
uncontrollable, those thoughts that come through. Suicide is on the rise and is also on the rise with our moms
Wow.
because they
Yes.
feel as though they don't have an outlet. They
Yes.
have no one to talk to. I have one, a postpartum planner
Hmm.
that talks about how do I feel today?
Yes.
What's my emotions? Who is my support person? Did I call them today? What are two things that I can do this week to increase my mood?
Hmm.
The one thing I tell people when babies sleep, you need to sleep. But what normally happens is baby goes to sleep, mom goes to shower, which you need to wash the clothes, wash dishes,
Do the
vacuuming,
bottles, right? Clean the
bottles,
bottles,
doing
get the
all of
neck,
that.
all the things, all
And
the things.
then when you get ready to sit down, baby, wake up.
Wakes
So you
up.
don't need a break.
Right.
So in the beginning is baby sleep. You need to sleep. Text everyone. We're taking a nap. We will call you when we get up.
Hmm.
And then if baby is up, put baby, strap them on and vacuum at that time.
Hmm.
And then when you're tired, baby's tired, you both laying down together.
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love those gems. I love all of that. And so where can the More Than Lipstick listeners find your book?
So I have two options for the
Okay.
book. I would love
Okay.
for you to go to my website,
Okay.
which is www.hwpcsolutions.com.
Okay.
So hwpcsolutions.com. You will go to shop and the products. I have three there. I have my book, which is my baby. I have my book. I have a birth plan if you desire. And then also I have a planner for postpartum, which it talks about your mood, anxiety, and things of that
Yes.
nature.
Which would be
My
great baby gifts, by the way,
is very,
shower gifts. Keep going. Okay.
yes,
Yes.
yes. And then also my book is on Amazon if someone
Okay.
chooses. If
Okay.
they purchase off the website, it is audio autograph, so I will sign it and mail it to you.
Okay.
Yes,
Very nice. Now, I know that you did this for a friend or a family that you spoke at their baby shower. Is that something that you see yourself doing more often, or is that
absolutely. Yes.
absolutely okay?
I and this was actually in Fort Lauderdale,
Okay.
and I've done one in Georgia.
Okay. Very
But
good.
it just so happened Georgia, I was there. And
Okay.
they were like, "You sure you're gonna be here? Where I'm gonna be with my family? Go, are you able to come for 1 hour?" So actually, yes. I would love, love, love to do this full time eventually. But yes, on the weekends I'm free, and sometime the young lady actually had one like on a Friday evening. It's
Hmm.
perfect. But so far, right now in Central Florida.
Okay.
And my family's in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. So Hollywood,
Okay.
that is
Yes.
just perfect. I don't
Yes.
mind because I can
That
always
that
go home.
that 2 hour and 50-minute train ride. I am in love with, and I'm giving a shout out and Brightline, call
Bright
me,
line.
Brightline, call me Brightline. But I love, I
Yes,
love that train. So that's really easy for you to, if you
it's
chose to do
easy.
that. So, well, good. I appreciate, first of all, what you have done for us as women, specifically Black women, because again, it is a crises. It is things that many of these things that can be, if they're recognized early, that they can, help, save lives. And it's, many of these are probably can be prevented. And you are doing the work, sis, to make that to do your part. And I appreciate that. And I'm sure that my listeners will appreciate that as well. So thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that we need to know before we go?
Always. I have three clients right now that I'm doing advocacy for.
Okay.
And so that's easy. I do it every day at work when I'm taking
Right.
care of my patients, but I actually have three clients now.
When we're talking about your advocacy, we can find you where?
At hwpcsolutions.com. My business name is Health and Wellness Primary Care Solutions.
Okay.
So that's where the email and the website is. My info at hwpcsolutions.com is the email address. And then the website is www.hwpcsolutions.com.
Excellent. Thank you. And we will put all of that in the caption. So for those
Okay.
who are viewing on YouTube, you'll be able to capture that. And we'll also put a hyperlink in the comments down there. So guests will be able to, viewers will be able to go in and click on that information. So I appreciate it so much. And my final question is, what's one thing that you want people to know? I know there's a lot, but what is one of the most critical things that people need to know?
Pregnancy is a beautiful thing, but it's also a dangerous thing. And also, everyone deserves a right to a safe delivery.
Amen.
It is not a privilege, it is a
Absolutely.
right.
That
And
part.
so we need to come together and ensure that our pregnant moms have a safe delivery so her and the baby can go
Go
home
home.
safe and stay home safe.
Love it. Thank you,
You're
Shakana.
welcome.
I appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. I'm so glad that we finally had the opportunity to get this together. Everyone, you can listen to the show. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, as well as Apple Music. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed evening.
You
Thanks a
too.
lot.
Thank you so much. Take
You're
care.
welcome.